DMTT. Wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face. It's DMTT time, no time to waste. So make haste, turn on your television. We got a lot to talk about, so please pay attention. DMTT time, no time to waste. So make haste, turn on your television. We got a lot to talk about, so please pay attention.
On AOC. Ah!
Good evening, Acadiana. My name is Jeremiah Duffy, the previous host of Digital Media Table Talk. I am here today joined by the next host of Digital Media Table Talk, Mr. Javen Alexander.
How you doing?
Good, and yourself. All right, so season 3, DMTT. That's what it's all about. We got new talent, new students, and the same great programming that you come to know and love. So what I want y'all to do is please welcome this man and stay tuned for one hell of a roller coaster ride on DMTT Season 3.
Hi everyone, my name is Kent Saunier. I'm the ATC Graphics Club president. This semester we're going to have a lot of things going on. Let me just show you a few things that we have in store for you. Fundraisers, fundraisers, fundraisers. In about 5 weeks, you can find us at Raising Cane's in Broussard. They will be giving us 15%. That's a whole 15% of the profits generated in between the hours of 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 8 o'clock at night. Monthly bake sales. We will do a movie premiere night. The goal of the ATC Graphics Club for this semester is to attend the Red Stick International Animation Festival in Baton Rouge, June 4th through 11th. For more information on the ATC Graphics Club, you can check us out on the web at atc.meadmedia.com or find us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or check out our YouTube channel.
Welcome to Mojo's Online Pawn Shop, the online store where you can buy stuff that I got right from my Cajun Pawn Shop, the only Cajun pawn shop in the world. Today we have a new item for you. This is item number 5464354. It's a little bucket of nails. Any kind of project you have at home that you need to get done, you're going to need some nails. We got some 10-penny nails and we got some roofing nails. You know, in case your roof is leaking after them hurricanes and storms we have here in Louisiana, you need some roofing nails. And for limited time only, here we go. We actually have in the bucket some screws. Hey, screw you, if you need some screws, call. We also have miscellaneous little items in here like a spring. You always need a spring. This little bucket is full of all kind of nice, neat little things. Anyway, this bucket is on sale right now for $199.99. If you go to Walmart, you can easily pay $299.99. Save yourself $100. Oh yeah. Call right now in the next minute and we'll give you free shipping. Can't beat that, huh? All right. Call Mojo's Online Pawn Shop. Remember to mention the item number. Item number 4563454. The bucket of nails. Y'all come back now.
I hope y'all already enjoyed that commercial. We're gonna be having a lot of them this season, on season 3. A lot of new products will be sold, and hey, we have to fund this thing some way. It's not for free. But anyway, we're getting back to the interview on the Maganza Spillway by Miss Lobby, and we're gonna take a look at that and see what y'all think of this.
we had 17 gate bays open.
Some area, I know Morgan City was one area that it flooded. What are some of the other areas that it flooded, like neighborhoods and communities?
There was very minimal impacts on some of the low-lying areas around Beulah Road received some backwater flooding, but all of the floodway here is with levees. So anybody here is living that got impacted lived inside of the floodway or had some kind of residence or camp that was in the floodway. But in the Morganza floodway, it ends once you get just south of Highway 190, between 190 and I-10, just to the east of Price Springs. And in that floodway, we don't allow any permanent residence, anything. It's only camps, and you got to get permits and all to put any kind of established residence or anything in there, but there's no permanent. Everything has to be moved out. And we send notifications yearly on the 1st of January, let people know, hey, it's the beginning of high water season. There's a possibility every year that the structure could be operating. So this is an update.
Who makes a decision to open?
The Mississippi River Commission makes the decision to open the Morganza spillway. They'll get engineer and watch the flow, give the predictions. Once the flow reaches 1.5 million and projected to continue to rise, New Orleans District, the Colonel in New Orleans District sends the recommendation to operate the control structure up to the Mississippi River Commission order and the general up at Division in Vicksburg. And once we reach that point and it's projected to rise, they vote and make the decision if we're going to operate the structure or not. Itself has 125 gate bays. The seal elevation is at 37 and a half. The top of the gates is at elevation 60. In 2011, we opened it. The water level reached elevation of 59.7 when we opened it. So we were only 3/10 below the top of the gates when we operated the structure this year.
Okay, today we're interviewing Ms. Zabi. First off, about the documentary, where is the Morganza really? Not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, the Morganza Spillway is north of Cod Springs. So all I can tell you is you go toward Cod Springs and then you head north for quite a few miles. I want to say it's about maybe 50 miles away from here. This was my first time going to it, and I really wanted to see what it was and know what it did.
Okay, but about the spillway, not a lot of people already know about it. So can you please tell us something about that?
Okay, the Marganza Spillway has been there for quite a few years. I was able to interview one of the guys that worked over there. I want to really thank them for their time and effort and the questions they were able to answer for me. The Marganza Spillway was built because of the Mississippi River. All the Mississippi River normally comes down south. Over the years, the Mississippi River has changed its course and actually flooded and killed a lot of people. So what they did, they made the Marganza Spillway so when the Mississippi River brings its water down south, they can regulate the water. The water will not flood a lot of the people that they did a lot of years ago.
What did really motivate you to make this documentary?
I really was thinking about the flood that was coming to in 2011. I started looking at articles in areas that had flooded over the years and trying to see why they flooded and who would be impacted by the floodwaters that were coming through from the north.
Oh, what programs have you used?
Okay, I've used the After Effects, the Premiere Pro, and I did have to pull the flooded water video from YouTube because when I did visit Marganza, it was not flooded at the time. It was dry, so I was able to walk down the areas where the flood waters came through and see everywhere, see all the gates, how it's open, how it's closed, and everything. All the works of Marganza.
So basically we won't have no problems with the spillway no more. Right?
I don't think so, not unless we have extra lot of water coming from the north again. But I think they did save a lot of property and a lot of homes the way they were able to regulate the water. We didn't have as much destruction as they anticipated.
So what you'll say if like a hurricane or something, how that affect it?
I don't know if hurricanes are going to affect it as much because basically it's the amount of water that comes through. It has to be at a certain level and the amount of water that flows through before they open it. And I can actually, the Corps of Engineers give them the order to open it up.
Next we're going to show a question and answers by instructor Drew Carnell.
Knowledge outside of teaching?
There's a variety of things that I do, but one of my main focuses is Mead Media. It's a little side company I do. Mead stands for Meg, Evan, Ethan, and Drew, which is my twin boys, Evan and Ethan, my wife Meg, and me, Drew. What Mead Media does is we do web development with content management systems. We integrate, we develop a template around a content management system. The content management system that I like to use is WordPress, and there's another company I like to, I'm slowly starting as Cornell Instructional Services, where I would implement video with web to create more of a independently developed education system for companies that have particular skills they need to teach their employers. Anybody have any other questions? Quaylen?
How did DMTT start?
DMTT started from an idea me and Ed Bowie had from Acadiana Open Channel. 2 seasons ago, the summer of 2011, we started working at Acadiana Open Channel and putting a live TV show on every Friday. That was our first season. I had a whole bunch of good, exciting students, and every Friday at 10 a.m. we would produce a live TV show called Digital Media Table Talk. What we did was we produced film, edited it, put some special effects into it, and then we would display it on our 30-minute show, talk about it, and that's kind of what it what it became. Last semester, which would be the fall of 2011, was our second season. It kind of expanded. If we had more students, we made it a little bit more exciting. Still a live TV show, and started producing some really fun stuff, getting a lot of good video editing, some special effects work in that show. Until now, we actually have a set schedule time. It's pre-recorded, no longer is it live, which will allow more quality work and cleaner and refined edits, and a whole lot of fun. Yes, Kimosabi?
Yes, I wanted to know with this education that we're receiving in video and DMTT, what kind of jobs do we have to look forward to locally?
Well, let's back up a second. Let's actually move into statewide. Last year, 2011, Louisiana was ranked #1 for movie making in the nation, surpassing California and New York, which used to be #1 and 2. Louisiana was 3rd in 2010, now we're #1. Has anybody ever seen Raging Cajun on Discovery Channel? No? I'll have to. Yes. Have you ever seen Cajun Pawn Star? Seen Cajun Billionaires? Okay. These are all TV shows that are going on right now, that have already been filmed in Louisiana. Do you know why? Because the incentives that we're giving to companies to come to Louisiana with tax breaks and film these shots here. What they also give incentives for is to hire employees within Louisiana to do the filming, to do the editing, and so forth. So this is one of the avenues that you can go, and let's say not necessarily with just the this class of digital media tabletop, but in the broader spectrum, this is just that's one avenue, is the movie industry. You also we have the print industry, because if you know Photoshop, Illustrator, you're 3/4 of the way there. All you need is InDesign to do desktop publishing. In the web industry, if you can make a fancy, cool Photoshop website, then you can implement it with the knowledge of Dreamweaver. 2D animation with Flash can also lead to creating small programs for preschools, education software that will work on both PC and Macs. Not necessarily iPhones, because Flash has been taken out of that loop for right now. I think they're going to make a shot at it in the next year or two. They have an Air product that they're coming out with. You also have your 3-dimensional animation that we are working with, our program Maya 2012 Creative Suite. We've just brought that in this semester, and we're looking forward to really cranking out some good 3D animation. There's a broad spectrum of opportunities in the local community that you can get with this degree. And there's many paths that you can choose. But what I like to do is give you a taste of everything, and then let you choose the specialty that you want to get into. Anybody else have questions? Charles?
What's your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of the job, it's kind of a twofold answer. One of the best things is I like to see you guys grow and develop as not only an individual, but as a designer. What I found that fell short in my education, I don't want that to happen to you. And my primary goal is to have you all more educated than I was with my degree. That's my #1 focus. What I like the most about it is seeing y'all succeed after graduation and getting that job you wanted, or creating that company that you wanted. That is the ultimate success, is to see y'all succeed. Charles, yeah, thank you very much. Anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, what can we look forward to on DMTT this season?
Man, Jeremiah, you got something stuck in your throat or something?
No, man.
I think you got a bullfrog or something there. Anyway, what was the question again?
What can we look forward to on DMTT this season?
You can look forward to a great group of kids doing a lot of fun stuff. We're going to be adding some commercials in there. You ever seen SNL's little commercial skits? You know, a bag of glass for kids, all that fun stuff. We're going to toss a little bit in there. If anybody didn't know, a lot of my students like to, let's say, cherish me with the drop shadow phenomenon. And we're going to implement that into a couple commercials that so I've heard of. We have the newest and greatest television sets here. We're going to be throwing a little bit of that out there for you. We also would like to say a little bit about the Acadiana Technical College Graphics Club. We've got a new club we started about 60 days ago, but we got a lot of things rolling with it. The Red Stick Animation Film Festival we're going to in June. We have, let's just say, a ball of fun getting ready to roll straight at you through your TV on AOC with DMTT. Just singing in this class. Hold on, don't put the TV or camera thing. I got one more thing to say if you want to add into this little mix here. There's a couple things about graphics. I had another student, she's actually had to go to another class. But she wanted to know what are the essential skills that you'll learn here. And I just wanted to say that there's two concepts, I guess, that in today's current day and age are conflicting. It's about theoretical education and practical education. And that conflict comes between a technical and a university education. I'm trying to mold the two together with, let's say the theoretical side comes from where y'all are currently working with the design basics. You're going typography and color, harmony, emphasis, flow. And at the same time, I'm trying to implement that knowledge into the practical-based knowledge, which comes from your Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Dreamweaver, Flash, Maya, Premiere, After Effects, TriCaster, AOC, TV production, live TV shows, acting, modeling, and
film. Coming back from the video that you just saw, questions and answers. We have right now the previous host, Jeremiah. We'd like to ask. We'd like to ask you, what was your motivation?
Motivation? You want to know about motivation? I'll tell you about motivation. Motivation is getting up to make it to class every day. Because you got to be motivated to do that. Now, for real though. The motivation for the Q&A segment that was just shown to y'all, which was my first editorial debut. Director Kent, Mr. Jokers and Sonya up in the heezy for sheezy, you feel me? The motivation for that was basically to be informative for the viewer, that's you, to see what it is that we got going on for this semester, and basically a generalized feel of what graphic arts are in a nutshell. I mean, the questions that were asked, such as what are the aspects and what kind of jobs you can get from digital media and graphic arts. You know, it's just to give y'all that information and let y'all know exactly what it is that we do over here, you know. Graphic design is it's pretty much the future, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. And I'd like to also ask you another question. How do you really feel? Like, what inspired you to come into graphic arts and graphic design?
Well, Jay, I like art, man. I like art a lot. I used to draw a lot when I was young, and it's a hobby of mine. I like pretty things. I like pretty colors. I like things that go pop. You know what I'm saying? When you take a look at them. Another thing about it is you deal with computers in this particular job that we got going on in the future, you know, and computers are the future. And you could do so much with the Illustrator, InDesign, Premiere, which is what I use to do that video. It's the cutting edge of technology, and it's on the cusp of the future. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So basically saying technology is good. wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face. It's DMTT time, no time to waste. So make haste, turn on your television. We got a lot to talk about, so please pay attention. DMTT time, no time to waste. So make haste, turn on your television. We got a lot to talk about, so